Hey, what's happening, everyone? I am Sir James from Gamerfuzion.com, and today I'm here to provide you with my review for Dynasty Warriors 8 Empires. Now, in Dynasty Warriors 8 Empires, it's not focused on one particular story. Instead, here you have a few different timelines to choose from, and you could start by either creating your own unique custom character or choosing from the selective 83 unique characters that the game already has to offer. And from there, you go ahead and join an empire where you can choose to be part of a rising empire or the fall of other nations. Now let's go ahead and talk about the graphics. For me, I got the chance to check out this game on both the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, and from what I've noticed with my experience on both systems is that the game is about 50-50 in the visual aspect. What I mean is that the first 50% is the fact that the visuals in terms of the character outline and the details of them individually look really well done, especially when you go to the character selection screen. However, when you look at the environments and set pieces and the battlefields that you're going to be participating in, they seem out of date, almost like early PlayStation 3 or late PlayStation 2 days, and it would be kind of nice to see a much more improved visual aspect, at least on the environments themselves. But overall, like I said, it was 50-50. It wasn't too bothersome, but if they're going to continue to produce the Dynasty Warriors franchise, it'd be kind of nice to get a much updated visual aspect of the game, but that's just my opinion. Now let's go ahead and talk about the gameplay, starting with the customization option, because everyone likes customization within Dynasty Warriors. In here, you can choose to create your own custom officer, and what I like about this is the fact that you could fill up a total of 17 pages, meaning that you could have several hundred customized officers of your own, and you could even put them in your own army and lead them into battle, which I thought was really well done, and I was pleased about that. Not only that, you can customize a banner with about 80 different options to choose from, and of course to customize your warhorse. Again, the banner and warhorse isn't too much customization, but I think it's pretty cool that they toss that in there along with the character option. Now, going over the different options that you have with the game itself, you have your so-called Empire mode, which is kind of like a campaign, if you will, where you can choose from the different timelines, such as, depending on the timeline you could choose, will either have about 4 generals on the map with several territories already claimed, or you could have it to where each general has at least one territory, and it's basically one giant free-for-all of who's going to dominate the entire map, and it's just a lot of fun aspects from there. Now, when you first start off, you're basically kind of a basic officer. You're not too well advanced. You're going to be taking orders from the actual general himself, and then you're just going to progress through there. But as you level up and you learn new skills and earn new titles, you actually have a chance to start taking things into your own hands, or you could even choose to betray your general, and you could take over the land and basically become the ruler of the entire kingdom, which I thought was a pretty cool twist that you could pull on your captain. And of course, from here, you can choose what territories you want to attack. You can put your resources into promoting officers, training them, allowing them to rest because maybe they've suffered several damages, to help repair the villages, or you could even choose to tax the villages and to gain more additional gold, which will be adding towards your resource to aiding in the frontal assault of your schemes. So many different options here, and of course, as you progress, depending on what kind of character you choose, whether or not if it's a custom character or one that's already pre-made, you're easily going to level up. You're going to get new weapons and skills, which you're going to learn. And of course, speaking of skills, you also have these strategy cards, which you're able to use on the battlefield. Now, these strategy cards allow you to build like custom towers on the field to allow you to deal extra damage to the enemies, to summon an officer to help spawn quicker to a either an enemy facility or going back to one of your own territories. Again, many different options here to choose from, which is nice. And now, besides the Empire mode, you also have free mode, which you could go in and choose to kind of do whatever it is that you want to do. So maybe you want to kind of play a little raid mode, maybe you want to go in the offensive, defensive, and of course, as always, the game does also feature a cooperative play. So you can choose to either play with a friend that's next to you, or you can take this onto online and play with people that way. So again, that's always here, and it's nice to have. And like I said, the game has many different options, but one of the main highlights is the whole customization feature. Now let's go ahead and talk about the sound. As always, Dynasty Warriors does feature an impressive and of course remixed list of soundtracks from previous Dynasty Warriors titles, and plus new ones featured in Dynasty Warriors 8. And what's a really cool aspect is that right before you begin the actual battle itself, you can choose what music you want to have. You could have it on random, or if there's a particular song that you like to enjoy for either a glorious battle like it's the last one, then you could choose to have something like that. And again, the soundtrack is really impressive and really enjoyable to listen to. Now, as for the lifespan itself, the main reason why people are going to want to replay this game over and over again is one, the endless amount of customization for your character, the cooperative play, and the online support. With all that said and done, and of course the creativity such as creating your own custom scenarios, is going to leave you wanting to play this more and more as time goes on. As for the innovation, was there anything new here? Was this something that we already seen before? The last time I've played an Empire style game from Dynasty Warriors was back on PlayStation 2, and back then it was pretty simple and pretty plain. Here what we have now, I do like the improvements overall as the years went on, such as this whole Empire mode, making decisions of what lands you want to attack, taxing the people, helping repair, making the community happy as you choose to either rule or bring peace to the land. A lot of these things I really loved, and I would like to definitely see an improvement as time goes on. The whole option that you can choose to get married, have a kid, and to have a solid relationship with some of the other generals, I thought was a really cool addition. Now, the game isn't near perfect. Like I said, the visual aspects of the environments is extremely outdated. I would definitely like to see an improvement there. And another thing is the load times. When you're trying to go in through the character selection option, it's going to take you a while to get through every single character, because as you progress down and down, you're going to have to wait a few seconds for that character to pop up on screen to see who that character is and what that character looks like, which can be really frustrating, especially for newcomers. But in the end, the game is a lot of fun. There is a lot of replay value, so therefore I'm going to be giving this game a 7 out of 10. If you guys have any questions or would like to see my full playthrough, you guys could check the link down below. Once again, I am Sir James from Gamerfuzion.com, where we empower your gaming.